that just fell along on the wayside. I don't think the whole thing is to tell you to abandon that person the moment they start doing something wrong. We're trying to encourage you to be the example for other people that have fallen on the wayside. I mean, you don't have to start saying, well, just cut off all contact, but you should tell the person that whoever has started doing the wrong things, like going on drugs or started drinking or started doing sex, you should tell them, well, first of all, invite them to preteens, because here we're a community and we're a family and we look out for each other here. But first of all, you should also tell them, I'm not okay with what you do, and don't even try to start putting that on me. But you should lead by example, because like we said, we're all leaders here. So we're not telling you to abandon a friend, but always be conscious and always lead by example. If you have a good friend that's just went off on the wrong track, you're supposed to be that shining light of example, that person that they can come to, and you're supposed to encourage them to, this is not good for you.
That's a good question, because we were built naturally to have those feelings. So it's not a bad thing to have those feelings. But we were also blessed naturally with the ability to decide, to make a choice. And that's what you have to focus on. What is the choice you want to make, number one? Number two, I personally believe that young people should not even consider dating until at least their junior year in college. Because by then you would think, now don't give me them ugly face looking, you would think that by then, brother has some kind of plan, and the sister has some kind of plan, because this goes both ways. I know men are usually more aggressive, but nowadays it's kind of like flip-flop. No offense, but that's what I've seen. So I say this because, you're gonna like somebody, that's natural, that's cool, but don't start trying to establish some kind of, let's get to this point and then by next month or next quarter we'll get to this point. Listen, you were not built at that age to understand what falling in love means. You're just not wired that way yet. So get your education, get focused, what do you want to do? Because as some of you have known, I get the privilege to minister to some of these professional athletes, as Mr. Morgan has. And a lot of their issues with their millions and millions of dollars are with relationships. Yeah. And a lot of them are making choices now, like a certain young man from Denver that wants to come to the East Coast because he's having issues with his baby's mom. And another individual that plays in a team in the NBA in Florida, Miami Heat, also had to make a choice to stay where he is because he's having issues with his baby's mama, Dwayne Edwards. This is all relationship issues. Don't get caught up with, well, he got a girlfriend and she got a girlfriend, whatever, so it means I have to have somebody. You don't have to have nobody. It's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, and your notebook. That's it. All right? Thanks.
And if it's not an envy thing, they just want they want what you have. I've had girls at school who hate my guts because I'm just a nice person and people attract to me and everybody wants to be my friend, or everybody knows Brittany, they know not to come to me and say this to me. Like the boy knows not to come up to me and say, break me up a little something. Who are you talking to? They know not to come to me because I make it clear and known I'm not going to this party. I don't talk to her. That's not my friend. Oh, don't you hang out with? No, I don't. Did you hear about? No, I did not. I don't gossip. I don't do anything. And people like to do things when they find that you're weak. When they find a weakness that they know will affect you. Like a lot of people, I've been through a lot with my mom and my father. And my mom has been with me every day. And a lot of people know I'm very touchy when it comes to talking about my mother. And a girl told my mother a B-word before. And I went crazy. I did. And I asked the Lord to forgive me after. But that was my weakness, and people will prey on that. Once they find something, they'll press you on. You stressed? Have sex. That's what somebody said to somebody at my cheerleading practice. She was stressed out. She said, "Are you stressed? Have some sex." She was like, "You know what? I would." And she said it plain and simple, just like that. They want to feed off your negative energy, and they want to find that weakness in order to tell you to do something. Don't show any sign of weakness. All people know is strongness and strength. That's all they know about. Make sure you're strong in every situation. Stand firm on your morals and your values that your parents taught you. Don't be ashamed to say, "My mother said that I got a curfew. I got to be in the house by 10. Oh, your mother tell you what to do? Yeah, she does. She's looking out for me. Yep, my mother told me to be in the house by 10.
And when we walk outside and we go to the store, normally walk to the store, the new girls on the block. I'm not new, I lived here for 7 years. Just I never came outside to associate with y'all, because y'all just not my type of people. And I come outside, me and Brittany after the game this late. Little girls is still running on the street. It's 10 o'clock. Why are you not in the house? Where is your mother? The people that they should be looking up to tell them, to guide them, is not doing their job. And me, I'm not even related to them, but I told the girl, I said, "You know what, sit on my porch. I need to talk to y'all." And they said, "Oh, I know who you are. I've seen your face before." I said, "Where'd you see me?" She said, "You Princess." And I said, "Yeah, Princess and Free Teen is an abstinence organization." And I sat down to them, and let me tell you, I don't know these kids from nothing. I don't know them. But I was sitting down talking to them, and I spoke to them about being out here so late. It's guys in their 30s outside on these corners. Why are you out here? Little girls? Why are you out here with this grown men on these corners, walking up and down these streets? Where are your parents? Your parents are there to guide you, not to hurt you. And trust me, curfews, I had a curfew when I was 7. And my mother told me, I said, "Mom, I want to, somebody invited me to go somewhere. It's not a date." My mother said, "The only date you going on is to that ice cream truck and on this porch." And I turned around and I said, But but I'm thankful she said that. Because some people, their parents not there to tell them the only place you go to the ice cream truck, those are the same ones you see shaking their behind in the parties and getting labeled and stuff they don't want to be.
Doing splits.
Just
wrapping it up.
Now I see walk to the ice cream truck and it's so bad after a while. It's better than it sounds like. And Brittany, like you said, it's all about the positive energy around you and how you could be able to talk to someone that you know is there for you to comfort you. And not only that, but to give you constructive criticism, because every now and then a point in your life you will fall down. And you will need to pick yourself back up and get yourself back on track. Because as humans, as Reverend Garcia said, we all have feelings. Now, whether it's a positive feeling or a negative feeling, you still feel it. And at the end of the day, your decision making, as Brittany said, whether you say yes or no, there's always something in the back of your mind that's going to remind you. And my reminder is my little shoulder buddy. That's my mom sitting right there. I want to go here. Well, let's check what mom has to say. And I'm going to put myself in her shoes like I normally do. I'm going to put on her little fake shoes in my head, and I'm going to say, well, if I was sitting here talking to my mom and I wanted to go here, and I know for a fact that it's a no, but I'm going to still